going on, guys? In the following video, I want to share with you how May went, and I also want to do something different and include some highlights and things I learned and important turning points along that also happened in May. I'm also going to talk about June and what's in store for that. May goals. In terms of May goals, there were a lot that weren't done or I completely exited out of, so we're not doing them. And there were some that were completed too. Starting with video games, I didn't get a chance to play games with the kids, but I did go fishing with the kids, and it was a beautiful day. I'll include some shots here of the lake and the one fish that we caught. A really good time, and afterwards we even went over to the beach and had a really good time. As far as camping and hiking, we didn't camp, but we did hike. The hike was great. I think that on the one hike, though, that the kids liked the playground a little bit more than they liked the actual hike. The video you just saw was actually from a Friday hike with one of my friends, but still kind of crazy because the little possum was fairly rambunctious and walked right across the path from us. For the grocery virtual assistant project, that's been axed. That won't be happening. My wife said she'll be fine and happy to take care of it, so there were no results there, and now that goal has also been removed from the list. In terms of ClickFunnels, this kind of had a weird spin again, and the research has been done, and I talked to the partner, and now he's thinking that the sea is too red, so to speak, on the pet products idea, which I don't know how I feel about that because I don't know if there really is a such thing as saturation, but okay, whatever. We're gonna switch that to a ClickBank products now, so affiliate marketing, affiliate programs, essentially. There were no wholesale calls made this month, so goose egg out of third. Likewise, there was no zoo with the friends. In terms of the car, I do know that it's going to be a used car. The thing that I'm piecing out now is how does this look when you buy one on the business and the insurance and the interest. So I'm still working that out. So now moving over to the highlights part of May. The first thing and most importantly was I am reselling on Instagram, shared with me how I can, in Inventory Lab, go to inventory and FBA, and I can see down low the in-stock purchase value, the in-stock sales value, because what I was doing is I was calculating the true profit of each month, and I was all the way back to like August. And what I wanted to see was what were the COGS, what were the virtual assistants costing, Amazon fees, shipping fees, subscriptions such as Inventory Lab and repricing software and all that good stuff, to see if there was a $2,000, at least $2,000 left in the profit to take that out and still have, something left in there. And there was, but I still wasn't wrapping my head around this whole, well, I paid off this credit card and this credit card and that credit card, but why does my bank account only have 1 month of expenses left? And that's when I realized that between the true profit accounts that are dividing out the tax money and the profit money, and between the in-stock inventory of $88,000, that's where most of the money was. Totally appreciate that, guy. And so that has sparked this entire renewal of what the virtual assistants are going to do in terms of repricing at 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. When do we manually reprice? What do we manually reprice? What are those rules? All these things are happening just to get that under control because I want money rolling in and I want money rolling out. I don't want it to just sit there, and I'm not trying to build inventory for Q4 right now. I'll worry about that in August. Also, in terms of IG, I spoke with a friend of mine who wants to start an account. We went from the very, very basics of starting an account, making it a business account, what's a story, what's a post, what's a hashtag, and we recorded all that. So I plan on sharing some of that here soon. Excited to see what that blends into because we're going to meet up here a few more times and take it from there and talk more about hashtags and how you find them and commenting and producing valuable content and all that kind of stuff, looking at insights. And I'm no expert at it, but I'm just excited to share my knowledge with someone else. As far as budgeting, I put together an infographic. I'm also going to probably make a video about it, but it's about finding money for Amazon FBA and how you can look at your costs to figure out where you might be able to make cuts And along with one of those things, I went to Aldi's and I purchased $64 worth of food that actually fed me as one person, not for the family, but as one person for the entire 7 days. So that's less than $10 a day, 3 meals a day. That is a possibility if you are interested in saving money in food budgets, because I believe that's the easiest place to start. IP claims, I'll post that Facebook video right here for that. And essentially that's the resource I used in order to, and format that I used in order to do my claims. Unfortunately, I still haven't found out the outcome of them, but I did start with 3 and I did see only 2 left after 2 days. There's also something called suspected intellectual property claims. And I don't understand enough about that, but from what I understand from Amazon, it's about like getting the brand authorization and that. So it sounds a lot like getting ungated. In order to sell some of my Under Armour products, some shorts, some shirts and that, I also did the pesticides quiz and I passed that, so that was another highlight of the month. And I just did a funny little video on a self haircut, which I haven't done for a number of years, so it was kind of cool to recreate that. Now let's move into the month of June. The month of June is looking a little bit different than it originally did. Originally, I had the plans to do this huge back-to-school shoe haul and all these kinds of things, but with the in-stock inventory being where it's at, combined with me wanting to sell faster products and building up the online arbitrage team some more, that's axed. That's done. I'm still going to get Nikes at about the same pace, but no longer is that a goal. Making 30 wholesale calls a month, that'll happen this month. Also purchasing the RAV. As I said, I have to figure out business insurance, interest, those kinds of things. And the most important thing about this month is I want absolute clarity as to what's July, August, September, October, November, December, because I don't want to be spending my time doing useless tasks that can be delegated or otherwise, transferred to someone else to do. And I also want to know what those big rocks are, whatever those big projects are, video, ebook, whatever. In the highlights part, I want to launch some kind of Instagram series on the way that how I use it, along with having absolute clarity on this as far as this ClickFunnels, which is transferred into a ClickBank project. I need to know, is it happening or is it not happening? And if so, what does it look like? And I want to know that this month, because it's just going to be a yes or it's just going to be a no. There's not going to be any of this middle in between stuff. I also need to talk to Amazon about my second Amazon account that was originally used in that private label partnership, which I'll link that video here. But I need to know if I can use that for wholesale. And it's maybe not even a need to know. It's more of a let's transfer it over and make it such so that I have their permission for that. Should be a very busy month. I mean, I'm totally looking forward to having this clarity as to what do things look like, what do I want, what is going to happen these last 7 months of the year. If you want to share some of your goals with me that you have, or highlights of the year, or any questions you have on anything I said, please comment down below and do not forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.